dear participants of events, I would like to express my gratitude for the opportunity to present our experience on restoring of fundamental rights of citizens of Kazakhstan evacuated from Syria and Iraq. Now, I would like to say that we are working with the terrorists, former ISIS combatants, and and the return from Syria and Iraq citizens of Kazakhstan. So the decision of conduct the humanitarian operation of Jusan was made by Security Council of Republic of Kazakhstan. The evacuation began in 2019 at the peak of pandemic, and it was completed in 5 stages by February 2021. 754 citizens were rescued by returning them from terrorist activity zones, including 37 men, 191 women, and 526 children, including 34 around orphans. In Syria and Iraq, women and children experienced acute hunger, were in inhuman conditions, and suffered from outbreak of infections and other diseases. The bombing and shelling put them life in daily danger. After the replacement in refugee camps, conditions of detention remained difficult, where their fundamental rights to live life, personal safety, freedom, health, and legitimate interests were permanently violated. In Kazakhstan, the active phase of reintegration and repatriation is still ongoing. Of the 191 women, only 80 were prosecuted to the facts of radical propaganda and recruitment from their environment. With 80 women, the AQNIET Foundation, it's my organization. I am a deputy director of AQNIET Foundation. So rehabilitation work was continued in the 4 women's prison. The resulting positive effect contributed to the revision by the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Kazakhstan. Just one sec. Just one sec, please. No, it's okay. It's okay. I thought it's another presentation, but it's okay. It is. Republic of Kazakhstan. This the particular note of the process of documenting children. It's about restoring rights. Through the painstaking work of government agencies and the civil sector, it was possible to find a compromise on the issues of documenting children in order to exclude Syria and Iraq in the place of birth column. In the documents of all children, the place of birth is indicated as the Republic of Kazakhstan in order to eliminate the causes and the conditions of their stigmatization in the future. This is an exceptional and unique case where the rights of children have been protected despite the fact that these children never have been in Kazakhstan, and where are many legal grounds to refuting these measures. This is one of the fundamental issues that has been resolved and has greatly contributed of their successful reintegration into society. The women appreciated these efforts, and the degree to trust reached quietly new level. Genomic examination were carried out for round orphans when the samples were taken from a relative instead of deceased parents in the Syria and Iraq. On this basis, a guardianship was issued. International organizations positively know this approach. It should be noted separately that these measures came at the peak of pandemic and were complicated by quarantine restrictions. At the same time, all countries that returned their citizens faced the problem of documenting the deaths of liquidated fighters. ISIS fighters. Repatriates and guardians of children who have been left without parents are denied such application on this basis of active criminal cases. The solution of this problem should be approached with the utmost caution, since there are cases when ISIS militants deliberately staged their deaths in the order to evade responsibility. Children cannot receive the status of a person who has lost breadwinner. Some relatives, mothers, wife, and children cannot issue them inheritance because they do not have access to found in the pension of saving accounts of deceased relatives in Syria and Iraq. They do not yet have the opportunity to issue movable and immovable property. They cannot dissolve the marriage. There are women who cannot recognize as dead their minor children who died in their arms because there is no documentary evidence of their deaths. As you know, in the Syria and Iraq, in the war condition, the state bodies and government bodies cannot get the approval of the death of Kazakhstan citizens and other citizens, foreign citizens, I mean, and ISIS militants. It's a war condition, and the criminal code is not giving us this opportunity. That's why we are making this social assistance to them. The AQNIET Foundation, it's our foundation, together with the Ministry of Culture and Information of Kazakhstan, is implementing the project Legal and Social Assistance to Citizens Returned from Terrorist Activity Zones. And the relatives of dead and the missing Kazakhstans. As a result of our work, we have identified the following problematic issues: the impossibility to proving the fact of the death of a spouse of the 50%, inability to re-register in real estate 20%, inability to gain access to the pension saving accounts of deceased to 20%, 23%. Parents who cannot prove the death of their children is 9%. It's about 17 children who died, deceased in the Syria and Iraq, and the arms of their mothers. They cannot prove that they died. That's why they're always facing the trouble to prove, just like hiding the children. The government bodies and other bodies make this trouble as pretending that they hiding somewhere their children. That's why it's a big trouble for us to prove their death. But we are working on this trouble in the framework of this grant. Therefore, it's not possible to establish parenthood of children born in Syria. Taking this into account, together with a group of lawyers, psychologists, and sociologists, we have prepared draft amendments to the legislation of Kazakhstan in order to resolve a set of legal issues regarding family members of wanted militants and against the background to the objective impossibility to proving the fact of their deaths in terrorist activity zones. Given that are many interethnic conflicts in the world, our experience will be relevant for the other countries, and we are ready to share it. If you want to, I can give my all contacts, and then you can take it from the organizers from ISIT. And may I insert in the chat of this conference the link to our film, to our film about Jusan operation. It's about returning, reintegration, and the rehabilitation of the repatriated citizens of Kazakhstan. So thank you for your attention. This is my links. You can make a photo and it will link with me. It will get the access to my contacts, including my phone and the email. And about our organization, it's a link to our website. If you want to, you can make a photo and use the link to get information about me. So thank you for sharing this platform, sharing this opportunity to share information about our experience of restoring rights of terrorists, former terrorists, the children and women who returned from Syria and Iraq. This is about Kazakhstan measures of the restoring rights. So thank you. That's all.